Before we get into this video, I'm giving away this AEK Athens shirt. All you have to do to have a chance of winning it is like the video and subscribe to the channel. Then you can win this lovely shirt. Look at it. It's brilliant. I was only ever supposed to buy a few football shirts. I don't know what happened. That was underwhelming. Before we get into this video, you're probably thinking, Ellis, you've already done this a few months ago. Yes, but then lockdown. So at the start of lockdown, my shirt collection was worth 2,000 and now it's worth 5,000. And is that a good investment of my money? I don't want to comment. I refuse to comment on the situation. This video is by far and away my most requested video, and I feel like now I'm in a position where I can do it properly. So hopefully this goes down really well and you guys enjoy it. So the way this is going to work is going to be very simple. I'm going to break it down into sections and then I'm going to highlight a few shirts from each section which I believe are the nicest, talk about them in a bit more detail and why I have them, whereas the rest will just be on a backdrop like this. I don't have much from La Liga. We're going to end the video with two sections. The first one will be the shirts that mean the most to me and I'll explain why that is. And the second one will be my most valuable shirts, which I'm sure a lot of you are here for. Before we get any further into this video, if you're familiar with the channel, you'll know that I moved house recently, and due to that, a few of the shirts have been left where I moved from, so I need to go and get them. The most notable ones missing at the moment are the Rangers 92 to 93, the PSG Jordan shirt, and the Nigeria 2018 World Cup shirt. We just have a moment's silence just to think of them shirts. They'll be here soon. Without further ado, let's start with La Liga. Did that work smoothly? I doubt it. So this league is very dominated by two teams, as you can tell. I haven't really got that many valuable shirts from this league. My favourite is definitely this shirt. I just think it's Barcelona's nicest shirt of all time in my opinion. I haven't really got any affiliation to any players from it, but just look at it. Even if it is a bit big for me, look at it. Just a quick one in regard to these. It's got Messi on the back, lovely. There's another Barca one hid behind that somewhere. This purple Real Madrid one, the reason it's not in my ones I'm highlighting is because I don't know if it's real or not. It's quite old though. Another Barca, a Real Madrid replica which I spent more than I should have on it. It's not very nice. We've got another Barca and then probably one of my favourite away kits from this season gone, that Barca kit, which is lovely. The two other shirts I want to highlight from the La Liga section are these two. It's a Deportivo one. I mean, they're not in La Liga anymore, but they were when this shirt was made. I want to highlight it because it's not Barca or Real Madrid. I want to show that I have a bit of diversity about me. The most valuable shirt I have is this Barcelona 2013 shirt with Messi on the back, and it's also brand new with tags. You know, anything with Messi on the back, I'm all for. Okay, so next up is the rest of the world section. It's a load of shirts from leagues I don't really have too many shirts from. I know what you're thinking, Ellis, God, that shirt looks sexy. And I tell you what, it does. It's one of my favourite shirts of all time. This PSG shirt is one of my favourite shirts. It's worth like over 100 quid now, I think. It's just so, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. As per, let's have a quick run through of the ones on the wall before we talk about some in more detail. We've got a Fenerbahce one hidden there. We've got a Club America one there, which is really nice. An LAFC one. There's the Besiktas one that Jody got me. Who's this? Oh, it's AEK Athens. One's fell. Another one's fell. Got this Lyon shirt that's very nice. Got this Club Brugge shirt, which is very nice. Seattle Sounders shirt, which is very nice. And the Sparta Prague one, which is alright. So the first one I want to talk about is this Celtic shirt, which is very jazzy and it's very out there. It's also got Henrik Larsson on the back, which makes it really cool. Hence why I wanted to highlight it. It's rare you find shirts of Henrik Larsson on them, especially in this good of a condition. So it's really cool to have this. This is one of my favourite shirts and I've never actually discussed it on a video, but here is this Flamengo shirt, which is awesome. And it's got Gabriel Barbosa on the back, who is an FM legend. The shirt's just so nice. It's lovely. I don't know why I'm stroking it. Highlights the fact that I think it's nice. We can all see it's nice, but the stroke of approval. Every shirt collection has to have an Ajax shirt, and I personally think I've got one of the best of the bunch. I'll be completely honest and probably annoy quite a few people. Not too keen on Ajax shirts, but this one I think is amazing. I did genuinely buy it more because I felt that I'd be more validated as a shirt collector if I had an Ajax shirt. So I've got an Ajax shirt. And the last one I want to talk about is this season's Flamengo shirt. Oh my God, look at it. Look at it. Bask in its glory. It's up there with one of my favourite kits of all time. It's only been out a few months, hold your horses. It is so nice and I'm happy to have it. It's just happy to be here really, just really excited to be with the club. On to the Bundesliga, and that backdrop looks quite naff, doesn't it? So straight away we need to talk about this. I mean, it's beautiful, look at it, lovely. Hertha Berlin shirt. It's got a bear on it. As you can see, the Bundesliga isn't a league I collect too much from. It's not really a league I'm that massive on, to be honest. In the backdrop, we've got that lovely Hanover shirt. We've got a Schalke shirt. We've got this lovely 1860 Munich shirt, which is really cool. And we've got that Frankfurt shirt there, lovely. Next to this lovely Bayern away shirt, which behind it there is another Bayern home shirt. They're all right. In terms of ones I want to highlight from the Bundesliga, they've got this one firstly. It's this lovely Hamburg shirt. I think it's amazing. I love the sponsor. I think for me, a sponsor makes or breaks the shirt. The middle part of the shirt either should be left free or it should have a nice sponsor on it, not a gambling company. Next up, we've got my player issue Dortmund shirt from their title winning season, which has the main man, Mario Götze, on the back. Second from last shirt I have from the Bundesliga is this Dortmund shirt in the bag with Sancho on the back. It's got Sancho on the back, it's from last season. The reason I haven't taken it out of the bag is I want to collect every shirt from Sancho's career. I think he's a future Ballon d'Or winner. I want to have as many Sancho shirts as I can. I just haven't took out the bag yet. The final one to highlight from the Bundesliga is this Bayern Munich classic home shirt from the 90s. Everyone always talks about this one as one of their best shirts of all time, and I agree. It's surprisingly not that expensive. It's only like I think it's the 60 quid region to get this shirt, which is really cool for a shirt that's this nice and old. So lovely. Before you think, Ellis, there's not a lot going on back there, the reason for that is that I have so many shirts to highlight from this league. Serie A is by far and away my favourite league for kits. So let's just get into them. Starting with this Roma third shirt from this season. If you saw the last football shirt hunting episode, then you'll know that I got this shirt for 20 quid. It's sold out everywhere and is worth around £90, but it's so nice. In the backdrop really quickly, we've got this Inter Milan training top from the late 90s, early noughties, which is amazing. We've got this Roma shirt from 03-04. This AC Milan home shirt from this season, which I got for £12.99 on Amazon. You can't really turn that down. You've got this Juve shirt that I only kept because the collar's a bit rubbered. And we've got that Juve shirt because it's pink. First of all, it's considered one of the best shirts of all time. It is this Fiorentina shirt with the Toyota sponsor. It's iconic, it's lovely, it's a great shirt, and it's really good condition for its age as well. Really happy to have it. Next up, we have another one of my favourites from my collection. It is this Genoa shirt from the 90s as well. This was provided to me completely free from the people over at Northern Ireland Classic Shirts. I love it. What a shirt that is. Just look at it. Next up is another one from this season. Everyone knew it was coming. You've seen me wear it enough times. What a shirt. It's just, you can say all you want about it. It's one of the best shirts from Inter Milan ever. You can say it's not, but you'd be wrong. Next up is this Roma Sweatshirt. I paid £26 for it thinking I could pull it off. I couldn't. Second from last shirt from this league is this classic shirt with Inter Milan with this man's name on the back. Unfortunately, it's not in great condition, but I wanted to keep it all as I got it. Picked it up for a nice deal. I think it actually adds something to it. Obviously, it's clearly an old shirt. It's a classic with Ronaldo's name on it as well. One of the most underrated strikers of all time. The fact people refer to him as Fat Ronaldo is just a disgrace to his legacy as a footballer, because he is probably the best striker of all time. So, what a shirt. Last but not least from this shirt is my Juventus 1989 home shirt. This really should have been included in my most expensive shirts category because it's worth over 100 quid. But look at it, it's beautiful. What a shirt that is. The long sleeves, look at how they used to be. Used to be lovely. On to the internationals now, and I've got this lovely Italy jacket. I've had it so many times. Anyone who's been on the channel for a while, I'm surprisingly actually kind of pulling it off. People are watching this thinking, no you're not, but I thought I'd look stupid. Oh, I do. I look a bit stupid. Quick run through the backdrop. We've got the England training shirt from 2018. The reason I'm not highlighting it is because I think my one's fake. We've got this generic Argentina top from my granddad. Thank you, granddad. We've got this Greece shirt. We've got this Colombia shirt, which is also very nice. We've got the Argentina shirt. And we've got the Spain shirt on the end too. First one to highlight is this Brazil shirt from the 2006 World Cup. You're probably thinking that's nothing special. Wabam! It's special now. Next up, my England 1994 home shirt. One of the nicest shirts of all time in my opinion. Just look at the detailing on it. You've got the lions there. You've got the three lions there. Oh, I just bloody love the England national team. Two shirts, both from Asia, both from this year. Both beautiful. I love both these shirts. The Korea pre-match and the Japan shirt. Oh, probably a surprise for you, but one of my favourite international shirts of all time is this. It's the USA 2000 home shirt. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because it's so simplistic. It does what it says on the tin. The collar's really nice with the colours. I just really like it. On to FC Porto. So as you're looking in the background, you might think they're quite similar. Well, this one is this season's home shirt, and it's bloody lovely. In the backdrop, you've got Porto, Porto, Porto. We've got another Porto one, another Porto one, and then over there, there's another Porto one. In terms of ones I want to highlight, we've got this 2008-2009 away shirt. I think it's really nice. Just like I say, the sponsor can make or break a shirt, and I just think the frog looks really cool on this shirt. The green goes really well with the blue. I think it's a really nice shirt. Another one I want to highlight is the O2 away shirt. I think this is a really cool shirt. Once again, the same template was used, exactly the same for Leeds' away shirt that year. I wonder if I've got that one. And finally, in my opinion, one of the greatest football shirts of all time. It's just so nice. It just works so well. It's got dragons on it. It's got a badge. Oh, you can really tell these Leeds shirts behind me are from growing up. First one to highlight is obviously this lovely blue away shirt from 0203. It's great. In the backdrop, we've got our 2009 away. We've got the home shirt. We've then got this one, which you can clearly see I basically lived in. We've got another Leeds shirt there and then another one there. That shirt was actually really nice, I think. It's just a shame that I tumble dried it. In terms of ones to highlight other than this one, I don't really have too many at the moment. The reason for that is because obviously there's a most valuable section and there's also the ones that mean the most to me. So wait. But other than that, we've got this obvious choice as well. One of our nicest shirts of all time. One of the most recognisable shirts of Leeds of all time as well. It's beautiful. I'm going to keep the backdrop the same for this part, I think, actually, because they were all shirts when I was growing up, so I think it kind of fits the tone quite nicely. First one I want to highlight is this Cameroon shirt. I think I've touched on it before, but this is the first shirt I ever bought with my own money, and it's got a lion on it. Next up, we have this, which I'm really proud of. It is the away day shirt that we made for this season. It was limited edition, and I think it's honestly one of the greatest shirts I've ever seen. Growing up, my two favourite footballers were Podolski and Bojan. I don't have a Bojan shirt, but I do have this Germany shirt with Lucas Podolski on the back. I don't know why I was drawn to both of them as like players. They're both very different players. Podolski's left foot could break my hand from about 5 miles away. Next up, we have this England shirt. It's one of the ones like I really associate with growing up. Like it's the 2000 home shirt, I believe. Don't hold me to that, I might be wrong. But you would see everyone around the local area just walking around in this. And it's so nice. Bring it back, normalise it. Next up, we have the Hampton and Richmond shirt, which is sponsored by FOTMob. When I see this shirt, I just think of like, it's kind of like an appreciation for the work we've done with FOTMob over the last few years. If you're not familiar with the channel, that like the main series is Away Days, and Away Days is sponsored by FOTMob, then they're the people that make it all happen. Without them, I wouldn't be making this video now because the channel would have died. So I see that shirt and I think, we've done something pretty cool. Next up is a Porto shirt I have hand signed by Alex Telles from when I did a interview with him, which was the weirdest thing ever. I was interviewing him in English. It was the first ever interview I'd done with a footballer, and I was interviewing him in English with a translator there. They were relaying the questions. It went all right. We've got this Inter Milan shirt from this season, which is signed by Lautaro Martinez. It's just really cool to think that this was because we worked with Inter Milan. Two working class boys from a village called Hemsby in Norfolk worked with Inter Milan. The first ever YouTubers to do it. And this is something I can always look back on. That's so cool. Next up, I have this Norwich shirt that was given to me by my granddad. It's considered one of the most divisive Norwich shirts of all time. It's valuable, it's worth like 170 quid. But like when I think of this, I just think of my granddad gardening when I'm younger. Like this shirt just reminds me of that. I remember just summer days of him wearing this shirt, and it's always going to have that sentimental meaning to me, and I just think it's such a cool shirt. Next up, we've got this Leeds shirt, and you're probably thinking, God, that's bad. I got it for like my 13th birthday, and it's got McCormack on the back. I think this shirt cost £77 because every letter of his name was like 2 quid or something. But I lived in this shirt for a while, as you can see by the fact the sponsor's off it, and it just reminds me of like playing FIFA 12, FIFA 13. That's what this reminds me of. Happier times. Next one is this England match-worn youth shirt from the England youth team from Aston Oxborough. If you're not familiar with him, he's been on the channel before, I've mentioned him, but basically we were kind of like inseparable growing up. We went to the same first school. We were best mates, and he's now gone on to be like Norwich's third choice. He's got promoted from the Championship. He's won the league with Wealdstone last season, got voted like best goalkeeper in the National League South. It's really weird to think that we both went to the same first school, we grew up together, and he's gone on to do what he's done, I've gone on to do what I've done. It's hard to say which is better. I vlog Alfreton Town matches, he's played England youth level matches, he's got a promotion from the Championship. Who am I to say who's done better in life? The last one I want to talk about is this Porto shirt that I got from Classic Football Shirts. It's the first ever Porto shirt that I bought. It's also got a lot of meaning to me. It's from like a time when, to be honest, I was like mentally just out of it. Like it was a few years ago. I've never really touched on this in the channel, but I look at this and think about like how far I've came in terms of like beating stuff in like my head. I might do a video talking about it one day, like the places I've been like in there and like where we are now. I don't feel like it suits the tone of this video, but I look at this shirt and I just think, you've done all right. You've came quite far. Finally, let's talk about my most valuable shirts. You're probably thinking, Ellis, there's no backdrop. Well, if I put them on the backdrop, that would spoil it. First one I want to talk about is my PSG 06-07 away shirt. It's very clearly going to be like with the Louis Vuitton type design. And due to that, it's worth like 150 quid. And I've got it. It's lovely. Look at it. Next up, this was one of my most sought after shirts of all time. It is this Lazio 92-93 home shirt. Paul Gascoigne's legacy and everything to do with Paul Gascoigne really intrigues me. Yeah, just anything about Gazza's footballing career really does genuinely intrigue me. I think that's why I'm so keen on like old Rangers shirts as well. Next up, we've got a shirt that I really wanted to find in long sleeve, but I've only ever found it in short sleeve for a price I can afford. It's the Fiorentina 1998-1999 home shirt. It's with the Nintendo sponsor. Everyone loves it. You know it's worth like 100 to 150 quid. It's just so cool. To be honest, I prefer another Fiorentina shirt I'm going to talk about in a bit, but I can see why people love this shirt. I think I just like shirts more in long sleeve, and I think I'd probably wear it more if it was long sleeve. Next up, we've got what people think is one of the greatest shirts of all time. It is this fluorescent Dortmund shirt with the lovely backing as well. It's clearly a very cool shirt, and I do like it. I think it's one of them ones that to wear out in public, you've got to have a bit of confidence in you. But once again, that's worth around 150 quid. Everyone really wants it. Everyone loves it. I think it's because Dortmund is such a cult team. Like, most people love Dortmund, that it makes their shirts like this really valuable and really sought after. And I can see why. It's really nice. Next up is this jacket. This jacket is beautiful. And I know what you're thinking. I know I can't pull it off, but it's so nice. This jacket's worth anywhere between 150 and 250 pounds, depending on the day. It's so nice. It's a Fiorentina 92-93 jacket, and it's honestly one of my favourite items that I own. It's just so nice. It's beautiful. This one is one of my top 3 shirts of all time. It's the Porto 97-98 home shirt, and I'm just in love with it. It's probably worth around 100 quid. You can maybe get a bit more for it. The away goes for about 150. This one's much more rare, especially in long sleeve. Look at the kappa going down the sleeve. So nice. Next up is this Barcelona jumper from the same era as the lovely classic home shirts, with the Kappa sponsor once again, goes briefly down the arms. It's really rare as well. I don't really ever come across this one online much. Because of its rarity, it's worth around £150. I really like it. I don't think I could wear it out much. The material is quite horrible, but it's nice to look at. I daren't put this one on. It's a Brazil 1980s shirt, which you're probably thinking, yeah, unless you've shown it as before, you might have forgotten with the fact it's got Zico's number on the back. Bloody Zico, one of the best footballers of all time, one of the innovators of the game. I've got a shirt with his number on it, and it's official. It's not a remake. It's not fake. It's lovely is what it is. Once again, worth remembering when I'm talking about the most valuable shirts, I have a Rangers shirt worth 150 that's not here, a Nigeria shirt that's sold out everywhere, and the first ever PSG Jordan shirt that's not here too, as well as some others that I probably forgot about. Next up is this. It's a Leeds United 1992 home shirt in the bag. Embrace it in all of its glory. Look at it. Oh my god. Just love it. It's basically mint condition is what it is. It's unreal. My most valuable shirt, worth between 200 to 350 pounds depending on the day, is this. Yes, it's a Fiorentina 1998 to 1999 match worn, I believe. Player issue at least, potentially match worn. It's got the number 14 on the back. It's really cool. It's a nice shirt. It's just lovely. What a shirt that is. Yes guys, so that concludes my video of my £5,000 football shirt collection. As I said, there's still a few I own that haven't featured in this video due to the fact that I've moved house. Please let me know what your favourite shirt from my collection was. Once again, if you want to win the football shirt, like the video and subscribe. Please let me know what shirts you'd like me to check out and potentially buy as well, because I'm clearly always looking to buy them.